Yes, right. So, yes, I said in today's class, we are going to discuss on what is called as an end effector, right? And what are the different types of end effector? And based upon the rate, what are the different construction types of this end effector, right? Say, for example, if it is an end effector, these end effector can be also used for the purpose of grippers, right? So, if gripper in the sense is what are the different types of grippers? So, it's a mechanical gripper, pneumatic, hydraulic, a magnetic, vacuum, and two-fingered, three-fingered, depending upon the number of fingers, and the mode in the sense is whether we are gripping the object by means of an internal mode or by means of an external mode. That is called as internal grippers and external grippers. And so, of course, what are the selection and the design considerations of grippers? So depending upon the type of application, how we are going to select and design the gripping capacity, gripping force analysis, right? So let me move on to the PPT. So is my PPT visible to Pa? Visible உங்களுக்கு தெரியுதா?
Sir,
Nice. So yes, today's class we are to discuss on that is a robot end effector, right? So the term this end effector is nothing but as like in human being. ஒரு ஹியூமன் பீயிங்க்கு எப்படி வந்து இட்ஸ் ஹேவிங் த டேர்ம் கால்ட் அஸ் ரிஸ்ட் அந்த ரிஸ்ட் எப்படி இருக்கோ தட் இஸ் ஃபார் எ ரோபோட் இட் இஸ் ஹேவிங் தேர் கான்செப்ட் கால்ட் அஸ் எண்ட் எஃபெக்டர் ரைட் ஸோ இன் திஸ் கான்செப்ட் இந்த எண்ட் எஃபெக்டர்ஸ்ல these end effectors is generally classified for the purpose of it's called as a gripper, right? Since because it is the majorly useful for the purpose of holding an object, or this maybe is called as an end arm. So end of arm, it's an upper arm, lower arm. It's called as an end of arm. Probably useful for the purpose of attaching the tool to the wrist, right? To accomplish or to perform some desired task. So this end effector is in any object attached to the robot flange. That is a flange is thing, but it's the robot's having a robotic arm. This robotic arm is considered in shape of the links and joints. And at the end of these links and joints, there will be having the flange. Right, that flange is majorly used for the purpose of twisting. Having three types of movement that we already see. It is pitch, yaw, and roll. Right. So at the end of this robotic arm, we are having the flange. To the particular flange, we are attaching particular manipulation that is called as an end arm, right? That end arm is called as an end effector that is majorly useful for the purpose of gripping and also for the purpose of tooling, right? So based upon which any object attached to the robot flange that is called as a wrist that serves different functions, right? So if and the robotic arms, we if are at the end of flange, we are attaching some we're attaching some function, right? So upon the function will perform some applications. So based upon which what are the applications that can able to do by means of this end effector, right? So there is called robotic grippers and robotic collision sensors and robotic test toolings and point guns, tool changes, rotary functions, complaints devices, and robotic debugging tool. So all these types of functions, these are the various types of functions that I can able to perform by means of this end effector. So based upon all this kind of classification, I am literally classifying this kind of end effector into two, right? So that I proceed to the next slide. So all these types of these functions, as I said, gripping, sensing, tooling, tool changer, rotary joint, and this type of deepening too. So all these types of classification I am making into a general classification as two types of classification, right? Right. So this that I can be classified as these types of end effector. So in the end effector எல்லா actions of performance, so that is perform action நான் ரெண்டு வகையை I am going to get classified. That is called as a gripper and the second one is called as a tool. Right. So if it is a gripper, so gripper அப்படின்னா it is nothing but straight point, nothing but it is called as an holding an object. Right. So I'm holding an object or to pick and place an object. So for depending upon the material, right? Depending upon the object or the compound, what we're getting grip. So since it is totally depending upon the application, what we are going to grip or what we are going to hold on or what we are going to pick and place. So based upon this gripper, it is subclassified into a mechanical gripper, a suction or vacuum cups, It is a magnetized gripper. Since, for example, if it is a magnetized material, right? So there is no point of holding this. So if it is generally an electromagnet, so giving an electrical current to the particular magnetic field, it will get magnetized and it will hold on the object. To if it is reverse the pole, we can it will demagnetize and release the material. So it is the general working principle of this magnetized gripper. Hooks and the scoops are ladles, adhesive or electrostatic grippers. It is an adhesive type electrostatic grippers, right? And these are some of the general classification of this gripper. And for pot handling, say for example, I want to holding some fixtures or tools, right? So there is a holding, not the holding, that's a pot handling grippers, tool handling grippers. And depending upon the application, I just want to pick up some sort of complex shape. So I want to design a particular specific grippers, right? So I will show you the video. There are different types of grippers. And also for tool, machine tools, if in case this end effector having two types, that is, as I said, that is first one is gripper and the second is called a tool. What if I instead of gripping, what if I can do with the end flange? What is I do with the wrist? That is Todas tool. That is for a machine tool. I just want to use the end effector for measuring instrument. I want to do the end effector for welding the torch welding, that is for welding, and for water jet, that is for laser cutting and water jet cutting. So all these purposes, that is literally generally classified for tooling purposes, right? So by means of end effector, I can go for either tooling purpose or just I am for going by gripping purpose. So these are the two types of classifications having this type of end effector here. Hope you are following me, Pa. You are following me. I'm audible all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you. So the next is these are some of the sample gripper designs, right? Several, these are seen in various types of um, let's have images in internet or wherever it may be. This is for just literally for the understanding through textbooks, right? So this is directly copied from textbooks. This is for better understanding and also for easy, since because you're going to study on this kind of textbooks. This literally copied and paste over here. So the based upon this, it's having these are some of the samples gripper designs. So the gripper is nothing but called as an end effector only, right? ஸோ இப்போ இந்த கிரிப்பருங்கிறது வந்து எண்ட் எஃபெக்டாக இருக்கலாம். ஸோ வாட் இன்னும் சிலபஸ் டிஸ்கஸ் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம கிரிப்பர் பற்றி தான் வி ஆர் மோஸ்ட்லி ஜென்ரலி படிக்க போகிறோம். லிட்டில் பிட் அப்பார்ட் ஃப்ரம் சிலபஸ் வி ஆர் கோயிங் டு ஸ்டடி சம் பார்ட் ஆஃப் டூலிங் எண்ட் எஃபெக்டார், right? So as far syllabus is concerned, we are going to study on gripper and effector, gripper type and effector. So in the gripper type வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, as I said, there are different designs of this gripper. There's this pivot action. So pivot action is a thing, but it is actuated to a particular single point, right? So it is called as a pivot action given point. So the in this slide, I'm just showing what is called pivot. So it is a laser point here. So this is called as a pivot point. So because this pivot point, so through this pivot point, it is getting actuated to hold the material, right? So the slide action gripper. So the term slide action given is either any one of these slide action, any one of this gripping, that is a finger, it may be stationary or both of the finger is getting slided. If the object is at the center, the sliding action will move to and fro along this radial direction. So it moves from this minus x to plus x, and this moves from minus x to plus x. So it is literally holding for the material. So and also for double gripper, pivot action, and a vacuum cup. So all these type of examples of gripper is generally for type of sample for gripping designs, right? So it may be vary depending upon the applications, right? So apart from that, we are going for part grip handling grippers, tool handling grippers, and of course special handling grippers. So for tool handling grippers, that is for drilling purpose, for cutting wheels, and for grinding wheels, so sanders, right? And also for measuring instruments. And according to the types of grasping modality, right? So the term the grasping is nothing but it's again for gripping. So mechanical fingers, special tools, and universal fingers. And according to the number of grippers mounted on the wrist, it may be a single type gripper or multiple grippers. that I will show you in the images on forthcoming slide. These are some of the best examples of mechanical fingers. So before going to this PPT, I show you some video here. So in this current scenario of robotics, right? So we are developing an enormous amount of the concepts of grippers, right? So since the day by day the concept of application is evolving as huge. Um, if we move into this video, apart from this basics of these grippers, a mechanical finger, two finger, three finger, vacuum, demagnetize, there is anti finger, and so on. There are different types of fingers, right? So based upon which these are some of the advanced type of grippers, right? Let's say this type of finger I just show you here. This type. Hope this video is visible to you. I'm not playing it now. Image of this video is visible to you.
Sorry, sir.
Right. So just play this video. Now look at this end effector. So this end effector where it is having an orange colored like structure, you know. So this is called as an end effector here. Look at this guy. This end effector it in terms of a gripper. So this is having this base here. Hope my cursor is visible to you. So this is having the base. This base is attached to this link. So this is link one and this is link two. It attaches joint one and this is joint two, and this joint another link with this joint, it is having this end flange here. This end flange is attached to this gripper, right? So now in this video here it is like this type of gripper is called as an origami. So origami, so origami. So let us show you what this origami mean. So this kind of origami gripper, right? It can hold what type of object it will pick it up. So this is the design which is inspired by this origami. So normally the term origami is nothing but folding of papers. The
Can I audible? Can I audible all?
Sir.